Yes, I have a lovely wife,
Walang
yes, Mr.
solo
President.
dito na may bank account tayo. It's always, pagka may asawa ka, joint talaga yan. That is the Filipino way of doing it.
Thank you, Mr. President,
you.
for your straightforward answers.
Thank you, Congressman
Mr.
Jong.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, former Senator Trillanes.
Well, just for the record, joint account between Duterte and Vice President Sara Duterte. So sila not the wife. Yun po ang dun sa nakuha natin. And just like what I anticipated earlier, Mr. Chairman, na yung pagsasabi niya na he's willing to sign a waiver, it's the same thing. It's always a bluff. Ngayon, yung sasabihin niya, sasampalin daw ako, pipirma siya ng waiver. Sige po, pwede, papayag ako, sampalin niyo ako, pero pirma muna kayo sa waiver. Hindi pa
Mr.
rin,
Chair,
so it's
Mr.
a bluff.
Chair, point of order, just to maintain decorum in this proceeding, and just to be fair, may we request the former senator not to provoke any resource persons, because that won't do any good to anyone.
I apologize,
Please,
Mr.
thank you
Chairman.
very much, Mr. Chair. Confirmation, Mr. Chair.
Okay, you have 10 minutes.
Yeah, Mr. Chair, I was listening to the exchanges between Chairman Acop, Romeo Ancop, and the former president, and I thank the former president for, again, for responding to the questions of Congressman Acop candidly and honestly, and for being straightforward. I also pick up one of the questions from Chairman Acop when he asked the former president was he's willing to sign any waiver, and straight away the president gave an answer, affirmative answer.
Bangko, sir?
Yes, the waiver. Yes. So I'd like to ask again, Mr. Chair, for fairness sake, no, to the former president. Did I hear it correctly?
Hindi, ganito lang, sir. Give me one purpose. Isa lang. Bakit i-produce ko i-produce ko? Ang problema, yung bank account na hindi yung akin lang yan, pati sa asawa ko. So, I cannot waive her right to secrecy. Ako wala akong problema. But the problem is, joint account yan eh. So, I have to ask my wife to appear here and to ask her if she is ready to waive the bank secrecy law.
So is it, yeah, okay, thank you very much for that, Mr. President, for clarifying. So is it now the understanding of the committee when the former president was asked by Chairman Acop that would the president be willing to sign any waiver, would that be safe to assume, Mr. Chair, that would be conditional? Or because I presume when the former president right away answered the question of Congressman Acop, I presume that it was actually in affirmative and it was actually in all candidness, all honesty.
Sir.
I'm
The
sorry?
problem is, what is the purpose of this investigation? Am I under the investigation? Bakit ako mag-produce maghingi kayo ng bank accounts ko?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I was just merely requesting.
What is my purpose here?
No, Mr. Chair, with all due respect, I was just merely confirming. That's why when I asked the former president, confirming and to elaborate further on the question propounded by Chairman Acop, it got my curiosity and I got intrigued because, you know, when the question was straightforward and the answer was also given straightforward. I was just confirming now, Mr. Chair, with the former president. Yes, please.
Ayaw ko kayo magduda. So, if not in public, I'll give you a copy. I will show you a copy on condition na it sticks with you.
Thank you. With that, Mr. Chair, I guess it was clarified by the president. I would have wanted, for example, for the response of the former president to really be in accordance with how he responded in affirmative, but based on the clarification right now, Mr. Chair, it seems that yes, it seems that it was conditional, no, Mr. Chair. Just for a confirmation lang po and for clarification, Mr. President.
Hindi, ang kasi ang
Mr.
problema,
Chairman.
sir, joint account kasi yan. So, I had it back of my mind about my wife.
Okay, I understand that, Mr. Chairman, Mr.
I'm
President.
sure you have a wife and you have bank accounts.
Yes, I have a lovely wife,
Walang
yes, Mr.
solo
President.
dito na may bank account tayo. It's always, pagka may asawa ka, joint talaga yan. That is the Filipino way of doing it.
Thank you, Mr. President,
Thank you.
for your straightforward answers.
Thank you, Congressman
Mr. Chairman.
Adjong.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, former Senator Trillanes.
Well, just for the record, joint account between Duterte and Vice President Sara Duterte. So sila not the wife. Yun po ang dun sa nakuha natin. And just like what I anticipated earlier, Mr. Chairman, na yung pagsasabi niya na he's willing to sign a waiver, it's the same thing. It's always a bluff. Ngayon, yung sasabihin niya, sasampalin daw ako, pipirma siya ng waiver, sige po, pwede, papayag ako, sampalin niyo ako, pero pirma muna kayo sa waiver. Hindi pa
Mr.
rin,
Chair,
so it's a
Mr.
bluff.
Chair, the point of order, just to maintain decorum in this proceeding, and just to be fair, may we request the former senator not to provoke any resource persons because that won't do any good to anyone.
I apologize,
Please,
Mr.
thank you
Chairman.
very much, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chairman, ipakita ko lang yung video noong 2016 na ginawa namin na inadmit niya na yung ownership of those accounts, Mr. Chairman. May mga dates po yan.
Gano'ng katagal itong
Mga 1 minute.
Make sure it's short kasi...
It's even shorter.
Okay.
Mabilis lang.
Sige,
yes.
technical, ComSec.
Going.
That is fabricated. He does not own it because it is non-existent. Little less than 200%.
Anak namin ako ng mahirap.
I was born in 1945. Nagtrabaho ako. Lahat ng trabaho, lahat ng hirap. Hanggang bago ako nag-retire sa politics. Do you think I cannot accumulate even 5 billion? Sa negosyo ng asawa ko, pati ang sweldo ko, mababa naman siguro ang pagtingin ninyo kung inutil kami na basta na lang maghihingi kami ng pera sa tao. Siyempre, sir, may negosyo ang asawa ko. Both the first and the second, puro mayaman yan sila.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Marunong magnegosyo
Mr. Chairman.
Plus, sweldo ko malaki. Sir, libre. Alam mo, pagkain ko libre. For so many years, libre.
Mr. Chairman, i-explain ko lang yung video, Mr. Chairman.
Sige, thank you, Mr. President. Yes, please make it short,
yeah.
former Senator Trillanes.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. But before that, isasabihin ko lang, nung una wala daw pamasahe, pero ngayon mayaman daw. Pero just para lang ma-record. But dito po, doon sa video, nung una, nung nilabas ko yon nung araw, ando doon yung mga dates, dinideny po nila. Pero nung when nag-deposit, nakakuha kami ng mga deposit slips, eventually, in a press conference by the media, inamin niya that sa totoo yung mga accounts. Then, ano na nga, eventually, yun ay naging basis ko, Mr. Chairman, nung pagpa-file ko. But
Coming from this
just
fellow,
to be sure, Mr. Chairman, eventually, doon na lang po doon sa mga papatawag sa next witnesses. Maraming salamat, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, former
the
Senator
Filipino
Trillanes.
nation is listening. Maniwala kayo sa kanya o maniwala kayo sa akin? Make your choice.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Mr. Chair.